which, before I get started with the playing and stuff, I'm gonna have some stuff to talk to you. But yeah, happy Friday to you guys. It is spoopy season. Made sure to actually update me. The hell? Oh, because that matches up. Oh. I did not think of that. Oops. I'll have to edit that while I'm staring at that because that's gonna bother me. I was like, why does that look weird? It looks weird because it's too long. Ugh. Anyhow. Hi, how are you guys? How is your Friday going? I hope all you're doing well. Which bar is that? I think that might be the... Yeah, that's the bits. Okay, so let's find that. Where is it? There it is. Some basics. Yeah. No one asked you. That's not what I wanted anyway. Alright, spoopy months. Yeah, so I'll have to shorten it down a little bit. That means I'll have to end the goal and then start it again, which is annoying. Let's see. Will that work? Let's make sure. I did not get a chance to look at that before I got started, so that was my fault. And just a reminder, everyone's channel points are currently at 0. Not the Twitch channel points, but the bot channel points. So I made sure to reset that. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's good. That's better. Alright, cool. Because I know people are going to have issues reading that if that was just meshed on there like that. Anyhow, now that we've got that settled, hi, how are you? Hope all is well. We'll be plying some yarn for the most part, but also, I'm going to be updating the Etsy shop, which I have all the listings I'm going to be doing on here on another page, so all I have to do is press publish and all of them will be live. Which I hope I put all of them in proper categories. Which, basically, this is gonna double the amount of listings I have. Which I took a little time this morning after, you know, getting up and getting my brain situated, to tweak some things here and there, like the amount of stuff in a listing and so on and so forth. I have a feeling I probably am going to tweak the photography a little bit, but that's mainly because having to take pictures over the course of several days, the lighting's going to be different, plus the whole sometimes when I'm doing editing on my phone, I forget that, hey, I probably should turn on the lighting up, because I tend to have my lighting all the way down, and then it's just like, that's a problem when things start to look a little odd. Also, oh, I was like, why does that look weird? Better. Much better. I didn't realize it was tilted that way until I realized I'm looking at the pen thing that I usually have over here. So yes, I'm actually gonna press publish on all of these listings here, and then update will be live, which essentially the update is a lot more dish towel options, and also the pumpkin keychains I was working on stream. So that is a thing. Also, I've made some updates to... Oh, okay. Blah da 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 da. New expiration date. Yeah. Yes, I'm aware. One listing. Why not? Really? This is what we're doing now? I didn't do things to you. Alright. Yes. Ba-da-da-da. I take that. What are you talking about? I have that in there. I have that listed. Etsy, what are you talking about? Felt the required. Oh. My bad. I apparently didn't do that. That or must have gotten erased. That is really odd. But okay. Alright, so that fixes that, and then let's see. Now we should be good. Let me refresh the page. We select everything. And then also I realized I didn't put this on Instagram. I did not get a chance to, although I probably definitely should have, but too late now. So now we should be good. And update is live. Dear God. That's gonna be a lot of shit. I don't think I've been this sick of taking pictures of dishcloths in my life. I will tell you that much. It was just like taking pictures upon pictures of dishcloths, and I'm just like, can we just stop now? No? Okay. So, basically I have pictures of those. I think I might have to take more pictures of the stitch markers, which there's gonna be 2, if not 3 things I'm probably not gonna have in the new year in the shop, like say the bead stitch markers. Those I'm taking off for now. Let's see. If the fleur stitch markers don't sell, taking those off there too. And depending on how things go, maybe the keychains, not sure. Which I imagine, given, you know, Halloween is nearly upon us in like 30 days, they'll probably be working well as a nice, you know, gift or stocking stuffer or so on and so forth. But, you know, you don't know how things are gonna work, so stuff happens. Alright, and okay. That is weird. There we go. Now it's 30. Jeez. Because I had 14 listings. Which now I'm gonna see how I feel about how they look on. Given they just went live, I think it's because there was 19 of them going live simultaneously. Is why they basically lost their minds. Alright, gonna have to update that since they literally just went live. Fetching your data. But yes, if anybody wants to check out anything in the shop, do !follow, and then you should get a link to my Linktree, which has my Etsy link in there, because I'm trying to avoid bombarding the chat with links and stuff. So yeah, that is the thing. Also, to note, as you can see, we're at 16. Also, I forgot to put the foot on this, didn't I? Yes, I did. Luckily, foot is right here. I was like, I'm missing something, aren't I? I was indeed missing something. A foot attached to this thing. Ugh. There. So I can do that hands-free. As you can see, I've done a lot more spinning since the last time. A lot more plying, rather. But spinning does involve plying, so yeah. Well, plying does involve spinning, rather. So either way, not incorrect. Oh, also, I did some security updates, so Surrybot is now part of this channel, so basically that should at least help with the potential of stupid bots getting in here. Also, there is also the phone number thing Twitch added to, which I did add. I don't have it all the way up, so there are some, you know, not people beholden to it. Like, obviously, I have all my lovely mods, and any VIPs are immune to that. But I have it as a nice little threshold of security, so just in case, you know, that needs to be used, that's a thing. Which, to a degree, I wager at being better than the email thing, given you could just make up an email and get that done and get around the email requirement. Although at the same time, not everybody has, you know, a cell phone. Which I imagine people are like, but what? No, not everybody has a goddamn cell phone. But you can get around looking at certain things without having a cell phone, so it makes sense. And also, I forget if they've done anything to, like, you know, note that that's a potential thing. I mean, yes, having the exceptions to the potential safeguards, which I made sure to put in there, so hopefully people should be capable of chatting in here. That I want to, you know, be chatting in here. So yeah, basically my morning's been busy, essentially, in the setting up listings and doing security stuff, and also I did not get to the what's its face. I did not get to updating the subwheel, which I'll be adding the sticker thing. That's the one thing I didn't get to that I was planning to get to, because that didn't take long. Because I want to add more options to the wheel. Also, I need to buy more, well, need to buy stamps. Yeah, stamps need to be bought in order to do that, which that'll be a thing that will be worldwide for anybody who subs, given, you know, paper mail is not expensive, thankfully. Like, sending a small envelope is not the same as sending a package. Because, you know, sending actual packages is absolute nightmare to anywhere that is not, you know, inside of your respective country. It's like, I feel like this is the worst accidental bit of nationalism, almost. Just because it's like, hey, you can't really send to anywhere else but, you know, you. Which is like, but I know people elsewhere. Too bad. Or be willing to fork over an arm and a leg and, you know, essentially have to figure out the convoluted system of getting things to be denoted properly. So, you know, fun times. And yes, that doesn't mean, you know, you're cut off for anywhere completely. I mean, that applies to most people. There are some people who, you know, you can't, if you're not more technologically inclined. This is definitely more of a obnoxious hardship. Also, I'm just smoothing out the areas in here that are gonna be a pain in the ass for me. So they're not a pain in the ass for me here in this yarn. So it'll actually ply like it should. Without any weird areas to it. Which we're almost at the backside here. Which I think we had just gotten to the front last I checked. I don't recall exactly where we were the last time we had stopped, which, given that was Tuesday, that was a couple days ago. I imagine we had just gotten to the front, though. The first time around. Also, I'm not gonna say that, hey, we're probably gonna finish this today, because, given I said that the last time, it's like, hubris snapped my ass down real quick with the tangles in the yarn, so, that didn't happen. But, yeah. Hopefully we should get some progress, minus any, yarn annoyances happening. Also, I have not started any, Inktober or Drawtober stuff happening yet. I realized the night before, I was like, crap, I haven't gotten to any of that yet, have I? Sorry. I think dust from the AC, not the AC, the heating is potentially aggravating my allergies in some places. Which is not helpful. Yeah. Why are we like this? God, that's making it darker than it actually is. Yay! The temperamentalness of sunlight. And literally is about to go click. It looks like it's getting maybe brighter. Maybe. But yeah, it must have gotten hit by a cloud, so that's helpful. Alright, so... I don't have gain all the way up, which is why it looks that dark, so let's turn you all the way up. And have that open for an easier ability for me to tweak when needed. Because it was bright when I first got started, so I didn't want to have it too bright. Speaking of... Alright, cool. But yeah, this yarn is turning out really, really pretty, and I do enjoy how it's looking. I am curious to see how it's gonna play out yardage-wise, which will, have me figure out what kind of thing it'll be. Do. I should move the hook, probably. Yep. Hook moving time. And hold on, I think after I do this bit, I'm gonna have to go get a tissue. Because my nose is being very temperamental right now, and I like to know why. There we go. Sorry about that. My nails has not been running all day, and now all of a sudden it's like, let's do that now. Great. You had ample time to do that. Oh, that was my fault. I accidentally pressed the foot pedal once again. And let's move that there. Also, I did not get a chance to also change the Capamon, which I might do that during, yeah, I could do that a wee bit later. Because given spoopy season is upon us, I sometimes like to change the Capamons to, you know, seasonal accordance. Oh, so how is it October already? It's kind of insane that it's already October. Like, how? I feel like we should still be in like the dead of summer somehow or something. Not that I want to be there because we've done enough of that. And I have no want to potentially be overheating once again. Alright, whoops. Nope. Come on. Okay, yeah, there was a little bit in there that I needed to wrangle. Okay, at this rate, maybe I might finish on stream, although if I do finish on stream the Plying, I might start spinning the rest of it, hopefully in a little bit thicker, so I'd be able to maybe 3-ply that. Or chain ply. Probably chain ply. They'll probably, if I remember, try to do a chain ply ball also. Whoops. I missed that. Whoopsie. Little nub there. Which, not that I've gotten all of them. I'm pretty sure there are some in the beginning portion that I missed. And oh yeah, we've gotten to the green again. Quite a strip of green. Alright. Also, I do hope I get enough twist in these areas. Although, hopefully it should be fine. Alright. Also, this is probably going to be really interesting once it gets into Hank form. I imagine. Ow. That was my fault. I was not paying attention. Alright. Do, do, do. Found another one, but that one's not terribly egregious. Oops. That is. Let's try that again. Although sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a weird little lump thing or it's Tencel being its weird self. Although, let me pull that up and make sure. Yeah, there's like a little less twist right there. Alright. And I think, yeah. Probably about time to move this hook once again. I have a feeling this is probably going to be a very, if not closely, to very full bobbin by the time I'm done. Given I can see there's still a bit of yarn on the respective bobbins I'm plying from, so might have to bobbin stuff a little bit, depending, to get this all to fit on here. Maybe. But we will see. Alright. Uh-oh. Come on. Alright, a little bit more, and then it'll be time to move this hook again. Yeah. Probably a good time to move that hook again. Trying to move you back down here, which is always a little bit annoying. Come on. There it is. It's like once it's near the edge of there, it kind of gets snagged onto near where the cap is. Well, not snagged, but almost to a degree, which is kind of irritating. Alright. Let's turn on the gate a little bit. There we go. So it's no longer that washed out. Which that also kind of gives me an idea, maybe. I'm not sure. Hook move in time. Which, depending on how this works out thickness-wise, might use this on that granny square. No, half granny square shawl. Come on. There we go. I wonder if we have any more. Yeah, I think we're gonna have another stupid bright green section at some point. Oops. Okay, no, we're good. It's just tinsel. That is just tinsel. Also, I wonder if I should use this 4-ply method for the rainbow yarns. Well, the acrylic yarn, rather. Probably be a good idea. Hook. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Yeah, it does not feel like a Friday, nor does it feel like the beginning of the month to me. It is just a very strange, interesting combination. Also, I should probably close at least, yeah. Yeah. I don't want to have too many windows open on here while I'm live, because being live kind of puts a strain on here as it is. Do. Alright, and come on. There we go. OBS decided, hey, let's not be where I want you to be, so I can see what the hell is going on. Also, let's close this here. Come on. Okay, I hesitate, but maybe, just maybe, we might finish plying today. But again, not a guarantee. It is certainly a possibility that, you know, tangles will happen and things will get annoyingly stupid, so very much an asterisk on the end of this. Also, no. Sunlight, who told you to leave? I certainly didn't. Oh, okay, that just got stupid thin. I was worried if I broke that somehow. Oh, I just got to here, so there's no way that should have broken, so yeah. It's just stupid thin in that area. Which is always worrisome when you're plying, to have stupid thin areas of yarn. Also, hook time. Come on. Be. Oops. Come on. Come on. There it is. I do hope we're able to get back to the front of this bobbin again. Because I hate when I end up having to stop like midway when plying, heck, or even spinning. Kind of irritates me. Why is it dark again? I would bring the light out here, but the fact that I have to like turn it on and turn it off and back on again, given the dodginess of the light, that makes me hesitate bringing it over here. Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. Okay. Is there like a, yeah, a little, maybe, yeah, because it looks like there's like a little crevice right there. Make that at least a wee bit even. Or just a little less lopsided, whichever one. That's better. Back forward there. And then probably gonna move the hook again in just a second here. So let's do the thing. And sunlight back. Ta-da! Nope, nope. Missed that bit right there. Also, light, I swear to God, I will get the goddamn lamp if I have to. Because this is getting ridiculous. We are certainly moving a lot more quickly through this compared to how it was going on Tuesday. Just because I think I know more to expect these. Plus we got through the very obnoxious tangled section. And almost there. Oh, okay, let's see. I might change that a little bit. Yes, moderation settings. Because let me see, I might have a little, one or two things in that area a wee bit too high, maybe. Okay, maybe there, and then must have an account holder then. Okay. Alright, so let's see if that'll do some things there. Okay. I'm trying to not be too draconian about it, but I don't want to give too much leeway either. But we will see how it goes. Alright, and we're almost... Also, I'm not seeing naked bobbin yet, so I am presuming, yeah, it's gonna probably be a wee bit longer before we see naked bobbin happening. But I don't think that terribly long, based on how our pace is going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, da, da. Okay, yeah. I think we definitely should be able to get back up to the front. Move that a little bit. And continuing to be covered in tinsel, because of course I am. So I'm gonna reiterate, we have like, what, 5 minutes till I take my first break, but I'm just reiterating the fact that I updated the Etsy shop, so a bit more in the way of dish towel stuff, like a lot. Which, if anybody wants to get that stuff for holiday or general gift shopping, it is certainly the time to do so before the rush of, you know, Turkey Day, Black Friday, and winter holidays abound. Alright, and let's see. If anybody happens, if you're checking out the shop and have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them as succinctly and completely as I possibly can. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna make it back to the front again. Also, it looks like maybe, yeah, the teal one I'm looking at, maybe possible naked bobbin soon. Which I didn't think we'd get there until, like, you know, after the break. Post first hour. So yeah, this is going a lot quicker and smoothly than I dealt with previously. Yay! Also. Oh. I was like, what? Yeah, it's catching on right there. Which is not helpful. Hook moving time. Alright. Anybody out there having, or at least in the beginnings of making some spoopy Halloween plans, which again, I have no idea how any of that's gonna go. Oh, yeah, Naked Bobbin! Woohoo! At least one of them's Naked Bobbin. Which, given how this is gonna work as a floor ply, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more even. Well, not fully Naked Bobbin, it's like partially naked, which means sooner rather than later, I'm gonna run out of at least one or more of these, which is gonna be interesting. And my money is on the teal bobbin going on here, based on how things look. Oh yeah, that's definitely not fun enough to my liking. And very bright ass green again. It's been a while. Oops. Nope. Don't do that. Let's bundle that right in there. Alright. If I do have enough to come back down, I'll probably fill in this little area we've got going on here. Which I think the brightness is washing out the color going on here. So let me see if I could turn down the gain just a wee bit. And that'll help you guys out on the seeing stuff. Okay, a little bit more. Wait, how did saturation get there? Saturation is supposed to be like pure-ish. Which, let me see, cannot see the... Okay, yeah, I could kind of see the green. It's like a highlightery green going on here. Alright, so it's about first break, so probably a good pausing point here. As you can see, Bobbin is, getting closer and closer to being full, which... Oh, okay. Okay, that one's... Wow. Yeah. And see, this one's starting to get... empty. This one, kind of. So, I don't think it's gonna be fully even. We'll see what happens. This is gonna be interesting to see how close it gets to the end. So yeah, I'm gonna go take my break. I will be back in about the usual 10 minutes. Gonna go get up and stretch and maybe make some tea. Although, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that, so in the time frame, but we will see. Totally feel free to play the Plinko or the drop game on the Be Right Back screen if you'd like. There. Hello. Hi. How you doing? How goes your Friday so far? So before I get back into this, I'm just gonna do a quick update. So, based on stream title, as you can see, shop had a quick update, added some listings and stuff and things, which basically it's individual colored dish towels for each listing, and then changes to the bundle and let's see. Oh yeah, the extra pumpkin keychains. So if you want to check out any of those, totally feel free to do the exclamation point follow, and you should be able to get the link tree, which the Etsy link should be on. Yeah, the Etsy link definitely should be on there. So that's the big thing. Also made some changes via stream security. And everyone good. Yay! Relaxing is good. Security things did the thing with what's its face. Batt, and also... Oh, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Let me go do the thing with Capamon while I'm chatting with you all. But yeah, also the thing with... I just had it in my brain. Let's see. Not command, but collection. Let's see. Choose. But yeah, the thing with Surrey-Bot and also the telephone number thing that they added on there, which I only have it for certain cases, so, you know. Hopefully that should cover the majority of the bases there. And also I think the witch should be there now. I think. Where are we? Hold on. Where are we going? There it is. Oh yeah. I forgot I need to space that out just a wee bit. There we go. Alright, so now we have the witch, so we're now thematically appropriate. And also, as you can see, we have quite a full bobbin of yarn going on here, which I'm still in the midst of plying, but plying has gone a lot smoother compared to Tuesday now that I know what I'm dealing with. So, maybe, possibly, we might finish this on stream? Maybe. We'll see. Hold on. Let's pull that back a little bit. Get a little more ply in there. Do 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 do. Oh, so I should technically say happy season of spoopy and pumpkin spice everything. Although that's more of the North American continent. Specifically a US thing, I feel like. Because I know Europe, that's not terribly much of a thing, because pumpkin pie is a bit of an American thing, if I am not mistaken. Although, I don't do horror movies personally. I do like some Halloween movies. But stuff like, you know, in the vein of like, you know, cool adventure and that sort of thing. I think. I think I know who that is. I can't, yeah, no. Don't need that in my brain. No thank you. I mean, at times maybe psychological horror, but again, at the same time, it's like, I don't think I can deal with that. I have an active enough imagination already, so... yeah, don't need to add to that. But yes, I am definitely more of the, hey, Halloween Town movies. Which, it's a shame, they're probably not going to be any more of them unless, you know, they do like some prequels. Although, 4 was probably enough. But I have a feeling they don't really acknowledge the last one. That's more of my speed. Let's see. Hocus Pocus 2. Hocus Pocus is a good one. Which, it still amuses me the cat is the guy from... what's its face? NCIS. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are just a lot better at compartmentalizing. I am not. So, no, can't do it. Speaking of, I should watch Hocus Pocus. I haven't watched it. I don't think I watched it at all last year. But I do have the movie on my laptop. Da-da-da-da-da. Oops. Alright. There we go. That smooths up that little bit right there. Okay, starting to develop those little nub areas again. Thankfully, those are easy to deal with, so... Oh wow, the purple one might actually empty first. One of the purple ones. It's actually quite empty. And also white one. It's like, yeah, and then there's another purple one. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see where this ends out. I still hopefully might get to the point where I fill in those gaps I need to fill in. To even out this bobbin. Come on. I just want to get to that little bit on the end going on right here. Also, for anybody who is joining for the first time, hi, I am here doing a 4-ply of some yarn that I spun on some small bobbins, which is hanging out in a small Amazon box, which I also need to yell at Amazon, speaking of, because they're trying to be like, hey, we're gonna charge you on the 4th for something, and it's like, you guys got that thing. I have the tracking number from where I dropped it off in UPS, and it says it got to its destination, so clearly this is something on your end, which is a good thing I keep those receipts, just in case some stupid stuff like that happens. Because they want to charge me again, and it's like, you have your items, so fuck out of here. I don't got $20 to be, like, handing out. Like, also, Amazon, what are you doing groveling over $21 and change for a laptop cooler that is clearly in your possession according to UPS tracking? Like, you guys are rich. I'm pretty sure you can cover the loss, if anything. So... even if there isn't a loss. Hypothetically, if there were, you would be fine. Like, the company is worth how many billions? If not trillions? Last I checked? Like, come on now. No. Try again. Yeah, basically we're in the I'm not putting up with company shit portion of today's stream. So give me a full listen. This might end up being like, say, maybe 400 yards, although this is a 4-ply. So this might end up being thicker than that. Not thicker, less than that, given it's slightly thicker than probably sock weight. Which I call it sock weight, but this will not be socks. This doesn't have nylon. Oh yeah, it's that purple one. Wow, there's really a disconnect with how much is fitting on these bobbins. That's interesting. Which I will show you what I'm talking about. Because I have a makeshift lazy cape near my foot here, so that's what I'm looking at currently. Uh-oh. Oh. Yep. Come on. Yeah. We've hit the end of one. Not the one I expected. Okay. It was like, why is this not pulling? So... yeah, you could see. I've not done a 4-ply before, but you could see... the contrast to how empty these bobbins are. This one on the lower, well, lower left for me, probably lower right for you viewing end, is still quite full. This is almost empty, this is almost. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that works out. Unless I put some of that on a different bobbin or something. I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out. Also, do I have... oh, it's in the basket actually, so I can actually grab that without having to get up. So I might partition all that onto that bobbin or something. We will see. Alright. Alright, let me grab scissors, which I'm pretty sure is behind... yep, behind computer. Because I remember putting them there before I got started. Cut this bit off here. And I got the rest of this to fit on here. Although, I might be able to do some more. I don't know. But I think it's fine if I leave it like this much on this bobbin here. I would wager. There we go. Alright, so I guess that's pretty much full right now. Which, this dissonance of how much yarn is in here. I'm gonna actually get these straight needles out of here. Which, I was using size 8 Susan Bates. Yeah, straight needles to hold these in here. Which, first bobbin empty. This is almost empty. This is somewhat close to empty, and this is not even close. So I don't have the smaller wheel, or else I just wind them all onto one of these bobbins and then see about going from there, but I could... well, actually let me grab a bobbin first before I start taking that off. Come on. There's a basket near my foot. I'm trying to get a little bit closer so I don't have to move too much to reach for there. Okay. There it is. Which, yeah, I still keep these in plastic bags, given it's been months later since I've got this, but I want to make sure I know where everything is, so plastic bags it is. Plus, these haven't developed holes yet, so they will do for now. Alright, back in bag. Let's get this to untension. We'll actually turn it off first so I don't potentially injure myself, because that would not be fun. Get this off the front here. And off you come. Which, for anybody wondering how to take one of these apart, it's actually not difficult. You take this off here. Off goes the bobbin, and there we have the flyer. Which, yeah, is actually pretty even for me. I honestly could get more on here if I had more to go on there. 'Tis a shame. Alright, but it's a good amount. Which I'm curious to see how yardage-wise how that goes. But I'm just gonna let that chill on there. And then also, what twist is on here? I think Z. Yeah, I think it's Z twist. Although, again, one of these has S twist in there. I'm not sure if it's the one that's empty or not. If it is the empty one. Oh yeah, it's S twist on here, Z twist on for enough of the singles. Alright. Let's put another bobbin on here. Please don't get attached to my sweatpants, thank you. Come on. Why are you not... Did I not close this well enough? Yep. Stacy! Thank you for the house. I figure you were lurking. How it goes? Come on. Why are you not doing the thing? I closed it better. Okay. But it is... Aw, I'm sorry you're tired. I hope it is not a long day, although, you know, Disney anniversary stuff and things, I imagine, is taking a lot out of you. Okay, why are you not... Hello? I took off this. Okay, that would explain that. Okay, then why are you not going on here? The fuck's happening? Looking forward to Quiet Weekend next week. Understandably. This thing is not... Oh, nope. That explains why. Because that's off. Come on. Ugh. Which, if anybody can kind of see what's going on here, this is slightly off the way it's supposed to be screwed onto there. So that's my fault. Oops. And now it won't open. Fuck. That's helpful. But yeah, so bobbin of sparkly 4-ply. Which, it was not even on how much I filled my bobbin, so we have extra. And even then, I didn't, you know, finish spinning it, so it would help if it were not, you know, glare-filled lighting, but yeah, it is fun and really interesting to see how this turns out. How do you feel about applied? It is really cool, plus it allows for the neutrals to work out, so I think I do like it as a 4-ply, honestly. Because, you know, with the really bright areas, I felt like it might have been overwhelming, but with the gray and somewhat brown bits, it helps it out to, like, calm it down just a little bit, not too much. Okay, why are you not opening? Yeah, I might have put this on too tightly. Why? Who said this was okay? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to put on another one. That's great. And then figure out how to get that open another time. That's fun. It's because that was completely off base there. Cool. Also, don't mind me, sunlight's being a weirdo. Alright, so... And this is why I put these on one side at a time. I don't do stupid. Alright. There we go. And then that should go on there without a problem, I hope. Okay, the hell? What's with this one? It's not even going on, like it's too small or something. Actually, no, I had a idea. Maybe, potentially, possibly, because I have a half granny square shawl going on, and depending on the weight, I could just put that in there. Because I might frog what I have and, like, stripe that with the somewhat solid yarn to create a nice, pretty looking contrast between this crazy brightness and that other yarn. But it's just an idea that's not set in stone. And there it is. See, this one fit. Alright, so you get put on here. Front side. And then the back side here, which normally with the smaller bobbins, it doesn't matter which side you put it on, but with this, given the little groove here on the back, it has to go that way. Okay, let's see if I can get this to do the thing. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing what I want. Yeah. I'll have to deal with that later. It's fine. Unless... Nope. Alright, cool. This is why we can't have nice things. Alright, so... Is this long enough? I don't know. I'll take that off here. And see if this is a long enough lead. I don't think so, but... It doesn't hurt to try. Yeah. I was like, I knew it might not be long enough. Because I don't need as long of a one with the smaller bobbins on the Nano in comparison to this one. So, I do have longer leads. Which I also don't necessarily need a lead, but I prefer having one. I'm gonna put on the Be Right Back screen for just a minute. And just go grab one that's over there, like a little bit farther away. Because I know I have it there. Oh, yes, I do. Bits from the thing holding the bats together. Ta-da! That helps. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. There we are. Alright, and that pulls through here. Alright, so let's see. Let me check which way these twist. So like I said, I'm not sure which one of these the twist is in the opposite direction. Okay, so this looks like clockwise on this bobbin here. So clockwise, I think is... see. Yeah, Z is clockwise, so yeah. So S is counterclockwise. I always forget which one's which. Alright, so also Z twist with this one. And then, let's see. Let's see what this one is. Is this the S twist? Yeah, this is the S twist. Because this is going that way. Well, standard terminal. Yes. It would be a lot more helpful. Because clockwise and counterclockwise are a bit more simple to remember in comparison. Alright, so I'm gonna attach you onto here. And get this on here. Oh, also, let me actually, turn on tension. Or else this is not gonna do a damn thing. Oops. I held on a little bit too long. Also, a little bit too tight of a tension. Alright, come back. Which I was worried about one of these falling apart, which it was probably this one, given the whole... I was plying in, I think, yeah, Z-twist, but I think that's why it was bunching up a little bit, because it's going in the same direction in comparison to the other three. So that was my slight mistake going in, but luckily it didn't do anything too horrendous. Oops. Come on, why? Why? You son of a... Unless... Let me double check. Also, let me turn down the tension a little bit more. Alright. Cool. And... let's see if I can get this to attach, maybe? Maybe, possibly. Also, let's turn it down speed-wise a little bit. Wait, hold on. Yes. So then, look at it. It's going this way. So it should be sticking onto here. Okay, then why are you being stupid?
Didn't even come and greet your daddy and say, "Welcome home, Mr. Resident."
Oh, please.
Huh? You couldn't come and say, "Welcome home, Mr. Resident"?
Go away!
You're not working, are you? Huh?
That's kind of why I'm sitting here with this whole entire setup. Wait, it looks like it's... yeah. hold on. A lot more twist and see what happens. Okay. Wait, yeah, it looks like it's untwisting and then, so I'm going the wrong way. Yep, that's actually S-twist. Whoops, great. Great. Let's try that again. Let's see. I gotta make sure things don't break apart immediately. Careful. Wait, I forget. Did you finish that spinning the singles for that wingspan troll, by the way? Sorry if I got distracted. Alright. Okay, now a little bit. So I'm guessing if this is S, then that's Z twist then. Alright, cool. Because I was holding it towards me. I think that was screwing me up with the how it looks. Alright. It's this and the other bit on the other bobbin. That should not take me too long to get it off of here. And then gonna probably start spinning more singles out of what's left because there's a good chunk of floof. Okay, why are we caught here? Hello? Come on. There it is. It always feels like it looks like it's bent. When I'm looking at this thing from the side, it's like one of the hooks looks like it's bent, even though it's not. It's always a disconcerted thing to me. Disconcerting, rather. Alright, so that takes off that bit of bobbin. Then this one should be the same, so let's attach this to the end here. Whoops. Come on. I need you to connect, please. Yay! Alright, cool. Damn it! I felt it snap. Alright. Might have to add that too. Do the thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna attach it like that. Because I don't do it like that, but I don't want to have to do a knot, so also, I mean, a little bit more friction, and that should get it to stay. Alright, yay! Alright, so I'm not, oh, okay, it's not terribly much on this one either. Alright, so that fixes what's on here. Not sure what I'm gonna do with what's here. Which, yeah, this is probably the other way unless I am incorrect. Alright, so yeah, it looks like it's going this way. Hypothetically, yeah, this way it looks like it's going. But this way it looks like it's, yeah, still going. Yeah, looks like either way it looks like it's going that way, so it should be counterclockwise there. So counterclockwise should be Z twist, son. No, S twist. I really should stop getting those confused. Alright, so that settles that. I need to go find some floof. Alright, let me open up these bobbins. Theoretically, if I really wanted to, I could see about laying what's left of the floof and then separating it into 4 parts if I want to do more 4-ply. But yeah. There we go. There's that. I don't know if I could maybe like play this and give it away or something. I don't know. Let's see. So open this bobbin here. And then open bobbin number. Ah! Damn it. I'll find that later. Yeah. Oop. My foot was right there. Ugh. Why am I like that? Alright, so those 3. Let me go find Floof. I know where I have it, so let me go find it. Nope. Not that. It should be this thing here. There. There it is. Alright. So alright. So this is the rest of the strip, which there's a lot more Batt, so you'll probably be seeing this for a bit longer. So yeah, this is the rest of the Batt that I have hanging out here. Second one. But there's actually 2 Batts. So gonna be a wee bit of a time from actually fully done spinning this. Yeah, I can go from this way. This way is fine. Also, yeah, I'm gonna have to hook this back out because I'm the dumbass who got this to pull through. Alright. Let's get this to attach to our end here. Potentially. And maybe. There it goes. I had hoped that they were all, you know, ply evenly, that I wouldn't have too much left over. But I know with a 4-ply, sometimes it happens. You know, with spinning singles sometimes. It doesn't always end up even. Because sometimes you can have a too thin of a draft or too thick of a draft, and also, let's see. Son of... Nah. Why? Yeah, I think my attention's a little bit too much here. So let's do this again for like the 5th time. Which also, I think it's about to be break time soon. Yep, about to be break time. But I wanted to get this all situated before I did that, so that works out for me. Alright. Alright. Given how thin this is, make sure I have more than enough twists going on here. So this sticks together. Oh, we should be good. Yep, we're good. Ta-da! I really am not sure how the heck I'm gonna apply the rest of this. I could chain ply, I could 2-ply. More than likely I might end up doing the usual chain plying. Although I might just do a chain ply ball just to make life go a little bit smoother. This time around. Alright, and stop right here. Yep, just about 2-hour mark, so time for me to take second break. I'm gonna figure out if I can get that goddamn thing to open the bobbin. Should move this over here, I think. Nah, it might or it might not. This might get us through the rest of the stream. We'll see what happens. But yeah. We have a bobbin full of 4-ply. Very damn sparkly and pretty and tinsel-filled 4-ply. And this, I don't know where the hell this is gonna end up in the grand scheme of things. Who knows? But yeah, definitely a time. Is it? Honestly, yeah, going in. But the thing is, there's Corriedale and other stuff in here where it's just like, it's not soft, but yeah, it definitely does squish a bit. It definitely does squish a bit. But it's not like next to skin soft given some of the not as soft things in there. But yes, break! So, also, maybe some tea. I should have preset that up before I came back. Oh well. Before I can fully have it, which... Oh, this is just some Earl Grey. Do. There. Have you hang out over there. Hopefully I don't forget about it. But welcome back, everybody! Also, I should probably change the string tile since we're no longer plying arm, but we are spinning floof. So... Well, partially. That would help. Oops. Actually, I pressed the one key that would turn off the music. That's helpful. Alright, that should make everything all accurate again. Yay! Alrighty. So let me draft a little draft. And also let me actually be able to see, you know, what's going on in that angle. And there we go. Trying to spin thicker than what I normally do is really, really difficult at times. Also really annoying. I'm so used to drafting a certain thickness that it's like really hard to stop myself before I get there. Especially in a way that's consistent. Which I'm trying to get this rest that's really thick, so if I either 3-ply or chain ply, probably chain ply, it should be hopefully somewhat similar thickness to the 4-ply that I have going there. Which, given my singles tend to be normally about 40 wraps per inch, probably have to be about, say, 30 wraps per inch, maybe, to get that to work out, maybe. I'm not entirely positive, my math is not the best. So to go, yay, what kind of tea did you make? The tea that I made, which happens to be right on the bookshelf right above me. I have a coffee command, but I don't have a tea command, so it'll have to do. There it is, although, oh. Vanilla chai because, ooh, vanilla chai. But yes, I have some Earl Grey right here, although it's not this saturated of a color because of light balance. Time to be never a bad time. But yeah, so Earl Grey with some apparently bergamot in there, which I have no idea what the heck bergamot is. Which I presume I'm saying that correctly. I mean, yes, it's a citrus, but I have never seen what one looks like, personally. I do want to maybe get some loose leaf pumpkin tea because I'm basic like that at some point. But I have enough tea for the moment. I like having flavor options. That and or some raspberry. Although I think I might see if I can grab some tea from the Harneys and Sons website, which it has free shipping in the US, so I can get like 1 or 2 of them. Probably be like, say, $15 if you include tax, but it depends on what. Because they actually have some that's like the actual bags rather than loose leaf. Yes, you're saying bergamot. Yeah, I presume so. Based on how it's spelled, that would be Tastes like Earl Grey and not just black tea. Ah, okay. Huh. I think Liz or somebody else had mentioned that the other time I had mentioned that tea. Which I hadn't realized that was why till they had said so, and I was just like, oh, interesting. Because I was just like, I thought maybe it was like a blend or something. But no, it's the citrus. Ah, okay. Yeah, the tin says it's citrus, but I don't. Did I? I probably glanced over that part where it's like a floral citrus rather than, full on harsh in your face citrus. Like a lemon wants to be at all times. It's a bit thin. It'll be fine. What kind of tea? Do you have any favorites? Fennel tea. Oh, fennel is a really sharp taste from what I know. Because I always see that in cooking shows and everybody's just like... But I feel like, isn't fennel kind of like in the lane of like, black licorice in the very distinctive taste? By like having a... Yeah. Exactly the same. Okay, yeah, still a little bit too hot, but... Just on the edge of bearable. So it's not like scalding my face hot, but it's definitely approaching easy drinkable. I'm not familiar. You have to get like a... Okay, yeah, because straight fennel sounds like a punch in the face. Speaking. Because always with all the cooking shows, you always see some of, like, every talking contestant's like, fucking fennel. Yeah. I actually don't mind black licorice, personally. I know it's personal preference of a taste. So I completely get it. Oh. I think you meant licorice, like, the candy, not, outright liquor. So, you're fine. It's fine. Alright, and I think it's about time for me to hook move. Which my brain didn't even register that until you said it. I was like, no. My brain likes to autocorrect sometimes. It wasn't until he said it, I was like, oh. I'll spell it for a minute. Fair. Similar sounding, so it makes it. It felt like a oh no. That is not good or helpful. And hook move. Yeah. Definitely this should be fine for the rest of today, I think. Which normally I'd just take a tiny piece, but for once I don't feel like it. Oh, just a reminder for anybody hanging out in here, given it's the first of the month, I did reset everybody's points, so anybody that's been hanging out here today so far, you probably have a small amount of points. You'll eventually get them back. I almost forgot to clear them before I got started today. About, like, say, 10-15 minutes before I got started, I was just like, oh yeah, I didn't clear everybody's points. Whoops. I'm basically trying to avoid a huge amount of inflation points-wise. Also, let me double check when this chunk of subs that I had gotten last month expired. Which, if everybody does want to, make an attempt to do the whole unlock the tier 1 emote slot, the last tier 1 emote slot, I believe we have until, like, say, the middle of this month. Which, let me double check. Where are they? It should be over here. Oh, right there. 'Cause I'm blind. Oh yeah, it's the 24th, so arguably like the 23rd or the 24th of this month, so we have about 3 weeks, so anybody wants to do a wee push for that, you have an opportunity, which we have 16 points now, so we need another 34. Although, yeah, I'm aware September is over, so subs are back to being normal price. So, absolutely no pressure, just letting everyone know. And also, yeah, I can understand that. It's just like, what are words sometimes? Because, like, you know how to spell the thing, but brain decides that's not correct. For whatever reason. Also, oh, okay, this is the Diabolical Box. I was like, I knew this one sounded familiar. Because I've played this game. I've only played the first 2 Layton games. Although I don't think we have Curious Village hanging out here. I should see if we could find that OST and add it to the list. There is. Also, I might see about plying the wee bit I have on here on my Turkish or something. Although I could just ply it on the wheel and make my life easier. The small wheel. But I don't think it's gonna be a ton. Also, who turned out the sun? Although hilariously, it's so bright over where the window is. It's just the fact that I'm nowhere near the window is why it suddenly goes dark like this. Which is why I kind of hate it when it's fall. Because this is more common of an occurrence for me. And it drives me nuts. Every single goddamn time. That's slightly better. Come on, please get brighter. I beg of you. Which, it's not that dark over here. Again, a lack of light makes it a lot worse than what it actually is. Which, even though this does have like low light latency, it's usually more optimal to have light around. Which I think I might just go grab my lamp. Also, in the great bobbin fight, I have one side off. I still need to get this other side off. Oh, and it's getting bright again. Every time I threaten to get the lamp, it just suddenly gets bright again, and it's like, please stop that. But yeah, the side that's off kilter is kind of stuck, and it's... I'll probably deal with it later. It's a good thing both sides weren't on unevenly, or else this would be really, really annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that, get off of there properly. Really? Sunlight, either you stay or you go. I'm kind of tired of your shit right now. Which one is it? Alright. Yeah, I was like, I should probably move the hook. I remember thinking that, and then I just continued. Yeah. Ah, son of a... I try to avoid hitting my hand on this one just because at faster speeds this could probably hurt my hand. Unlike this smaller wheel, which even at 1,000, I imagine my hand would not be in danger of getting hurt terribly much. Which, this is not the faster speed. This is not even halfway. It's going this quickly. Like, if I put an empty bobbin and showed you guys how fast it went, it'd be like, you do not want to fuck around with that. Alright. Sunlight's back, but I'm not even gonna bother to turn this off. Just because I'm kind of sick of having to adjust back and forth, so on it will stay. Although I really do wish that this thing had, like, a way to, like, adjust. Because the lowest setting, it looks this kind of harsh. Although it's probably my white balance settings currently causing that, I suspect. Although I could probably do that. Yeah, it's like back here. Yeah. Well, that's a little bit too yellow. A wee bit less saturation. Alright. And we should be good. So it's not so bad. Whee! Oh, so I'm going to be updating the sub wheel to be having some stickers on there, which I still need to order some stamps in order to send it, because I already have envelopes that exist in here. Although I kind of want to see if I can get my own purple envelopes just to continue the brand of all the purple. Would not be out of theme for me. I could probably buy a small amount of them off of Amazon if I wanted to. Although my, what's it's called, probably no longer exists. If I'd thought of this beforehand, probably would have gotten some envelopes. But alas, I did not, so such is life. A little bit back. I kind of want to even that area a little bit. Oh, so I can't see. Thanks to this thing. Let's move it over. There we go. Much better. Because I couldn't see the thing counting how much time. The stream has been going on for, which I think I might, depending on how long it takes, go on until I finish this floof that I'm currently spinning in my hand. Do. Oh, I almost forgot my tea exists. Oops. This is why I try to have tea before I get started. Okay, it's about perfect drinking temperature, so that works. Man, I love this stuff. I'll be very sad once it's gone, because the stuff is actually from Australia. Which I didn't buy it. Boyfriend brought it for me. Because he knows I like tea and coffee. But he did not buy me coffee. He got me 2 different kinds of tea. One loose leaf, one not in loose leaf. Which the loose leaf one is oolong, which is very nice. Although sometimes I don't feel like dealing with loose leaf, so having that with the bags. Which, what do you call those things that the tea's in? Like a packet or something? Tea bags. Never mind. I love the way it says flavored black tea in a bag. Ugh. How proper. Which, it even has favorite with a U, but, you know. Are we surprised? Oops. Hi. And goodbye to that. That is my thing of socks. Pretend you didn't see that. Which that is my plastic basket full of socks, which there's not all my hand knit socks there. I have a good chunk of them hanging out in my drawer. Just the majority of them hang out in the basket for easy grabbing. Also, so I could free up space in the drawer. Because the drawer, the little section that I have for socks, was getting a little bit full, so that was a problem. Sadly, I couldn't accommodate any more space, which sucks. Also, I think we're good here. And then go down there. Oh yeah, we're getting back to being thin. Oops. I went on autopilot and started drafting as thin as I normally would. Whoops. My bad. Because the objective, basically, is for me to spin, like, slightly thicker, so chain plying, which pretty much it's guaranteed going to be chain plied. I'm going to need to probably do a chain ply ball. That's once it's done. I wonder how much of this is going to fit on one bobbin. I think it should fit the rest of the Batt on there. Which I haven't weighed the rest of that minus what I have in my hand. So, should also do that post-stream. Let's see if I actually remember to do so. A little bit back here. Any plans for anybody this weekend? I don't really think I do. Unless I get inundated with orders or something. I mean, minus Drawtober / Inktober stuff, which I have not done anything for today yet, so I might do that after stream. Well, not even might. More than likely will. Might do a quick thing and see how that goes. But yeah, Drawtober stuff. Let's see. Maybe, possibly, finally cleaning off this bookshelf behind me, which I still have not done just because it's a huge ass thing. Also work on commission socks, because I really should get further work done on those. I've just been busy with shop stuff around the clock to do that, so that's annoying and also unfortunate. If I manage some time, maybe work on some digital art things. Maybe. I want to see if I can get that pumpkin finish before next time I stream art stuff, which will be Wednesday. I always do that, end up with like a giant lump in there when I'm not paying attention. Oops. That'll be eventually covered, so it's fine. People like that. Like mashed potatoes. Oh man, I can't remember the last time I've had mashed potatoes. Thanks. Now I'm thinking of mashed potatoes, and that's gonna start making me hungry. I don't need to be hungry yet, man. There's not till like 6:30. Give or take. I just ha. Oh gosh. No, I sound like that. That dude from The Simpsons. That bully dork guy. Which I don't remember his names because I haven't seen The Simpsons in forever. Which I know they're still going as a show, which is kind of insane to me. 32 goddamn seasons, just... That show is older than I am. That show was a toddler before I existed. Like, it's insane. Although, again, you can argue that of soap operas. Soap operas are middle-aged. Well, actually, close to middle-aged, because it was No, I don't think World War II. That's way too early. TV didn't happen till, like, say, the 60s or... Yeah, the 60s, so... I think it was, like, 65 when all my children came to started. So I'd say, yeah, about Vietnam. Yeah, about Vietnam era, so call it about 40... No. 30... Yeah, just under, so... Soap operas were, like, full-fledged adults by the time I came to existence. It's kind of insane to think that they're still going, and a couple of them. Which, it was still kind of weird to me when I was hearing that they were getting canceled, like, a couple of them, and it was just like, but, what? These things have been going on my entire life. What is happening? How are they getting canceled? Although, that's probably more of the whole viewership rating slumps going on. At that point in time. So it makes sense. Still surprised though. Oh, so how did I get to soap operas? Yep. I do that. I jump from thing to thing sometimes. Let's back a little bit. Kind of wanna... Oh, let's turn that down just a smidge. That was going a little bit too fast. Because I kind of have to hover between 1 and 2 to spin my singles, because 2 is, like, a bit too fast. Unless, like, say my tension is a bit high. Which the only time that happens is when, the bobbin's getting a bit full. That's the only time I really up my tension. Do. Oh, so does this mean you're having mashed potatoes for, or at least part of your dinner? I was gonna say for dinner, but it's like, mashed potatoes is essentially a side. Although I imagine there are people yelling at me like, mashed potatoes is a whole dish, excuse you? There will always be someone who's like, I disagree. I'm buying it at the store this weekend because I need it now. Well, there are worse problems. Plus, at least it's not, you know, almost Thanksgiving. Because you would be out of luck so hard if you tried to buy mashed potatoes right before Thanksgiving. That would be just chaos upon chaos right there. It's almost a horror story within itself. It's like trying to find candy the day before Halloween. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I heard my headphones beeping at me. I think it's at 10%. Is it? I don't think so. Yes, it is. I was correct. It'll be fine. It should be able to manage a couple more minutes, I hope. I meant to charge it, but it was at 60% at apparently starting. At least that's what it looked like. I didn't check. So that is my fault. But that just means I'm gonna have to charge these before I use them tomorrow. Whee! Also, given it's at 10% now, it's probably going to start peeping at me every couple minutes. Also, this is what I have left in my hands, so let's see how far I can get until my headphones annoy me with their needy insistence on being charged. And we have hit bright green. Whee! Yeah, come on. Yeah, I just needed it to draft a little bit. So I didn't need it too. And also, did you hear me ask earlier if you had finished the spinning the yarn for the wingspan? I don't think so, which I might have missed that. I'm a dummy. I'm not sure if you heard my question earlier. Might have been busy. I cannot recall off the top of my head. No, I did not hear, but I have not finished. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember you being done, but I was not sure. Cool. And then there's flying forever. Yeah. Especially chain plying, it feels like you're plying for like a decade and not really getting anywhere. Forgotten. Boo! How dare they? Do they not know that crafting is highly important? Like, rude. Oh, this will be okay. Yeah, no, I know you definitely like to 4-ply a lot more. Which I wanted to try it, and I actually did like doing 4-ply for this, so I might do that a bit more often. We'll see how that goes. Although, I'll definitely need to be a bit thin if I do that for sock yarn. Because 30 wraps per inch is going to be a wee bit too thick, I feel like, if you're going to do a 4-ply. Which, speaking of, that bobbin of 4-ply is going to chill out for a day. And then tomorrow I will put it on my wooden nitty noddy and then let it have its bath and hang out to dry. Three-ply sock front, we get to spin it. Yeah. Yeah, I usually chain ply my yarn, which I would like to... The next yarn I have... Well, actually, the next fiber I have, which is silk and... mulberry silk, specifically, words, and merino. I want to see if I can maybe pull off a 3-ply. Just so I don't have to chain ply. And headphones beeping at me again. Cool. But we are getting there, so hold your horses, headphones. You'll be fine. You can make it. But yeah, with floof spinning, I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent. I'm alright consistently speaking, but sometimes there are little bits where it's like, it could be better. But given the whole, hey, I'm hard on myself about everything, so... Are we really surprised here? No one is. Absolutely no one is. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Come on. There we are. But yeah, either way, we will see. Yeah, I'll probably go a couple minutes over. I'm already a wee bit over time, but it's fine. I don't mind. I don't have immediate pressing matters to attend to, so it is totally good. Also, not sure if you heard, but I did update the shop stuff, so let's say I have more than double the listings right now that I had before. Yeah, that's 14 last time, and now it's 33. So that happened, but it's a lot more dish towels. But also, pumpkin keychains now exist. Thank you! I still might mess around with the photos just because it kind of looks obvious that I took pictures in several different times because you can kind of see the difference in saturation and it bugs me. So I might see about that at some point, I don't know. I don't think I've put that many listings up at the same time. Ever. Just because it's a lot. Even if they're quite similar things, just different colors. Oh, why did I do that? That is my problem with foot pedals. It's just like, I'll just keep pressing when I don't need to, and it's like, this is not brakes on a car. Well, even brakes on a car, you should not be over pressing your brakes, so, yeah. Do-do-do. Come on, you can untwist a little bit. But also, at the same time, I don't think I have ever been so sick of taking photos in my life. Like, I knew that's what I signed up for, being on there, but it's one of those, I think it's because it's so much stuff at once. I was just like, I don't think I ever want to do that again at such a level. Although I imagine there's more people who have done, well, not more people, but people who have done more listings at the same time, but I think that's about enough for me. Indeed. Also, Batt has thrown out my link tree for stuff. Or clarify, yeah. I was tweaking around the listings, making sure they're clear as I can get, but if, questions arise, or, I feel like I need to be more specific, I will obviously edit at will. And see what happens from there. So yeah, hopefully that brings more traffic and so on. especially given about here until December is usually about the best time for traffic. We're trying to get the traffic to convert to, you know, sales is the tricky part. Come on. Also, I'm not trying to go into complaining or anything, it's just a bunch of things and stuff. Alright, also, I am almost done with the piece of floof in my hand. So, probably have like another minute, maybe less than that. Yeah, probably less than that. So I'm not going to start another piece just because I already passed the 3-hour mark here. Also, I've gone back to my usual single thickness. So that's annoying. I said I would stop that, but I haven't. Ah. No. I want you to stay out of there. A little bit more. Because it kind of scrunches up near the end. I want to be able to reach that. Alright, so this is what we got out of that piece, which we were like right here, so that was like a good length of the bobbin, which that is cool. Also, I love this so goddamn much. Also, yeah, because it's dark. That's not going to be helpful. So let's turn this off so I don't accidentally injure myself somehow. And get this over here. Which, that's better. Because the light was going to make it a wee bit shiny. But look at this. This is so much fun. I really do wonder what this is going to look like as a hank. It's going to look really, really cool. Also, very much a crazy spectacle of stuff. Hey. Alright, let's see. Do I want to host anybody, or do I feel like hosting anybody today? Is the question. I don't know. Oh, so that means I can close this now, so I don't have to adjust for brightness anymore. Yep, today seems to be a getting things done sort of mode I've been in today. I was telling my friend this morning this exact thing. Alright. Okay, no, I've missed that. Really? Really? Weather app apparently says what are temperatures to come. It is bloody October. September? No. It's October. We've discussed this. You are not allowed to be warmer temperatures. Like, at all. Why? I just got my hoodie out, man. It's a good thing I still have my t-shirts hanging out here. Alright, so... Oh, let me turn this off so I stop burning electricity out of this thing. Which I still need to find a thing. Classic Scribbles, Fairy. Although Fairy's not gonna probably be on for terribly much longer. So... Yeah, I might head over to KB Fire's. Probably gonna send her a host and then probably lurk. So, thank you. Thank you, Stacy, for the host. I'm pretty sure it hosted. Which I have to check the bot because bot is stupid. Yes, Stacy and Savvy, if you're still here. Thank you guys for your host. I very much appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed me doing the Floof stuff and things. I'll be back again tomorrow. Might be working on sub-squares because, you know, unfortunately they don't make themselves. That or other things. Depends on what I feel like. Who knows? But you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the start of spoopy season, and I will see you guys again soon. bye. And if not, enjoy the rest of your, well, enjoy your weekend rather. Although technically the rest of your weekend if you're in future land of Australia, Japan, and such places, like Singapore.